Hey y'all, this is David, the Georgia photographer, and today I have the Nikon Zf with a vintage Leica lens, and I'm going to take you with me on a photo walk. Let's go. What I've done is I've come up to Chattanooga today to go on a photo walk because I want to get the photos of the two construction projects. I am breaking my own rules though. I'm shooting on a 35mm vintage Leica R mount lens. This is the Elmarit R, which is a f2.8 35mm. I think this one was made in the late 60s. The lens wide open has some artifacts that show up, but if you stop it down just one stop to f4, all that almost goes completely away. It shoots beautiful photos. So I'm just wandering around Chattanooga today, taking pictures with it, just doing regular old street photography, urban photos, what have you, and we're gonna make our way to the river and back and see what we can come up with. Come on. Okay, what I'm running today is the Leica 35mm f2.8 Elmarit R adapted to the Nikon Zf. So this is like kind of what I bought the Zf for. It was ultimately to be a vintage lens mounted camera, and so here I am doing it. This is a normal kind of thing for me, but I wanted to share something else with you. What I have here is a lens cap that was 3D printed by a friend of mine who goes by the moniker Black Bench Photography on Instagram. He's a local photographer, photographs all sorts of events and things like that. He does real estate, everything. But he's also a avid 3D printer. And I told him I was wanting a lens cap for this Elmarit R. This is kind of like a rubber material, so it's actually kind of flexible. It's not rigid like normal. And it fits the lens cap perfectly on this lens cover, and it don't fall off. Perfect tool. I was pretty impressed with that. Figured I'd share that with you. It's the only one like it that I'm aware of. I'll get my picture of the Embassy Suites building they're putting up, and then I'm gonna make my way on down to the river and do a little photography down there. There's quite a few people out today. Nothing anybody's super interesting that's doing. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, so you know, they're just here. There's something down there maybe worth photographing though. We'll go down there and see what that is. Just got this really cool photo of this park bench with the cone on it and the garbage can in the foreground. You know, I found several photos today of things that caught my attention that I wasn't expecting, like the pay kiosk and the window in the background have the same general shape. So it's like multiples, things like that. I've just been experimenting today. I normally don't shoot 35mm, so it's kind of wide for me. Normally I shoot 50, and I got my photos today of the construction projects, and of course I got more in the frame because it's a little wider field of view, but it was kind of nice because I was able to get the whole building in from the street corner this time and not just part of it, because now the building's kind of outgrown the lens, so I really need to transition to the 35 just to finish out the project, just so I can get the whole building in the frame. We're gonna give it a shot. This mic's low too, it looks like. It's blinking. I'm pretty sure that means the battery's weak. I don't know, maybe the block that they go in is dead. I'll figure it out later, but it's recording, so we're going to use it. So far, I found the vintage Leica Elmarit R 35mm f2.8 lens. You got to say all that for the algorithm, you know. On the Nikon Zf is actually a fun pairing. The lens fits the camera body proportionally. It's not like an M lens, which is a little tiny thing that would be out of proportion on a camera that's retro styled after an SLR, but it works really well on the Zf with the R mount lens, which is off of an SLR. And it has some flare if you shot into the direct sun, once you shade the sun off the lens, the photos are beautiful. This lens takes beautifully stunning photos. I really enjoy using it. I've got a lot of good pictures today. It's been a pretty interesting day. I've just been experimenting and enjoying myself, not getting in a hurry, and stopping, talking to people occasionally. Made this gentleman's portrait. His name is Mylan. Really cool guy. Chatty, had a good time talking to him. I asked him if I could make his portrait, and he was all about it. So, you know, if you ask, a lot of times people will let you. I done it with Ray Soldano the other day, and that's where I put the one on my Instagram of the gentleman on the street corner. He was talking on his phone, and I just held up the camera and asked him, and he's like, sure. So he essentially posed while he was talking on the phone. It was pretty neat. Okay, I found something that's pretty interesting here that I haven't seen before, and that's where they've changed a doorway and removed one essentially. Check this out. You have right here, that's the top of the door. Okay, well, up here you can see the brick archway, the triple brick archway, and then of course the fill bricks. But down here, check out this. Look where the thresh plate was, and they walked in and out it so much they wore it bellied up. And then there's the step to get in, of course, and they've jackhammered off the leading edge of it to get it out of the roadway because it's in an alley. But this was an entry door to probably some secondary business in this building. And yeah, and you can see they completely bricked it shut. Then there was one here, and they put a roll-up door in its place. You can see it right, well, you can't because it's overexposed, but there's the regular windows. And then here's half windows again, which is some of that pointing to they raised the grade. Pretty sure, because this building's old enough that it's structural bricks, because you can see if I can point them out, there's a half row of interlocks every fifth course. See them, and then there they are. Here they are again. There they are. So this brick wall is 2 layers deep with bricks plus an interlocking layer between them. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the photo walk here. It's been a really good walk. I've gotten several miles in today, probably 4 or 5, somewhere in there, maybe a few more. And got several fun photos. I don't know if any of them are like gallery worthy, but they're cool for me and I like them. They'll go in my archive, and I've shared them with you on here. I got one more I see right now, which is gonna be this gas sign with that no ethanol logo with the sun shining on it. I'm gonna get that one on my way out here in just a minute. The 35mm Leica Summicron, no, it's not a Summicron, it's an Elmarit. 35mm f2.8 Leica R mount lens that I've been using today on the Nikon Zf is a really fun combination. This lens focuses ridiculously close. I've done some really close-up photos with it today just to explore that. It's not like a M-mount lens at all, because an SLR can focus closer. It just, the way, since you're looking through the lens, you can get critical focus at real close distances. So they focus it real close. If you're looking to do vintage glass, these things are all over eBay. You can get them pretty easy. With that, this is David, the Georgia photographer. I appreciate you wandering along with me, and until next time, get your camera out and go take a picture with it, all right? We'll see you later. Bye-bye.